When the original Suzuki Vitara first appeared in the market close to 30 years ago, people bought one mainly as a fashion accessory, despite it being a genuinely capable off-roader. In the 3 decades and 2 Vitara generations that followed, Suzuki continuously shifted towards family-oriented buyers who wanted a utilitarian edge. The latest one, the 4th generation Vitara, completes that transformation. Chucking what's left of its off-road credentials out the window, the all-new Vitara is now a purely urban, on-road subcompact crossover. And that's all for the better. Realizing the insatiable demand for small crossovers, Suzuki had a stroke of genius by deciding to graft a chunkier, taller riding body on its existing SX4 platform. It worked. Filling it with nods to previous Vitara design cues such as the clamshell hood, faux fender rear vent, and wedge styling, it's managed to look tougher next to market rivals that include the Ford EcoSport, Nissan Juke, and SsangYong Tivoli. And even more pleasant surprise is how Suzuki's managed to load the Vitara up with features normally reserved for expensive SUVs such as automatic LED headlights, LED daytime running lights, a panoramic sunroof, and even 17-inch polished wheels with Continental tires. The surprise continues inside with a pleasantly modern, well-executed cabin. Though the Vitara could use plusher plastics, and more solid-sounding doors, at least everything feels neatly assembled and durable. All of the controls are intelligently laid out with some nifty design details thrown in such as the analog clock. With a driver's seat that moves 6 ways manually and a steering column that adjusts for both height and reach, finding a comfortable driving position is quite easy. The seats, executed in a combination of leather and suede, don't just look good, they're functional too. They keep you in place during cornering. Interestingly, even at the lowest setting, the seats are perched high. This gives a commanding view of traffic. All-around visibility inside the Vitara is great, but perhaps at the expense of a sporty feel. Rather unexpected is the Vitara is better than most interior space, despite its small exterior dimensions. It's already a given that those in front will have little problem with generous shoulder and leg room. The panoramic sunroof does rob some headroom for taller drivers, but those in the back will also enjoy decent knee room as well. Yes, the panoramic sunroof robs passengers of usable headroom, especially for the rear center passenger, but squeezing in 4 passengers, 5 is a bit tight, is no problem. There's also an abundance of storage space, including a decently sized cargo hold. In general, no one expects a value-oriented subcompact crossover to handle well, but thankfully, the Vitara has thrown in a rousing performance. Being the maker of the Swift, Suzuki's already got the reputation when it comes to making nimble small cars, and the Vitara isn't far off that mark. The extra weight, 1,120 kilograms, and higher center of gravity, 185 millimeters of ground clearance, means it tends to tip more through corners, but it still clings nicely even when you drive it spiritedly. The steering itself is light in both effort and feel, but it weighs up nicely on the highway.